The brutal conflict in Sudan may be approaching a critical turning point. The Rapid Support Forces, or RSF, a powerful paramilitary group locked in a 2-year war with Sudan's military, announced Thursday that it has agreed to a humanitarian truce proposed by the U.S.-led mediator group known as the Quad. The Quad includes the United States, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and the United Arab Emirates. Their plan aims to halt the fighting that has devastated the country and forced millions from their homes. The announcement comes just days after the RSF captured el-Fasher, the last major Sudanese military stronghold in the western Darfur region. The city had been under siege for more than 18 months, a symbol of the grinding, destructive war that has consumed the nation. In a statement, the RSF said it looks forward to implementing the agreement and to immediately beginning discussions on the arrangements for a broader cessation of hostilities. The group also expressed support for political talks designed to address what it called the root causes of Sudan's conflicts and to end the suffering of the Sudanese people. But peace remains far from guaranteed. A Sudanese military official told the Associated Press that the army would only accept a truce if the RSF first withdraws from civilian areas and lays down its weapons, terms outlined in previous failed peace proposals. The official spoke on a condition of anonymity because the talks remain sensitive. Meanwhile, the humanitarian situation in Sudan continues to deteriorate. The United Nations and aid groups warn of fresh waves of displacement as fighting intensifies in new areas. Camps across the country are overwhelmed, struggling to cope with the influx of families fleeing violence and food shortages. The charity Islamic Relief issued a stark warning. Thursday, community kitchens, a lifeline for countless displaced families, are on the brink of collapse. A new survey by the organization found that 83% of families in eastern and western Sudan now lack enough food to survive. As the world watches, hopes for a fragile truce are rising. But after 2 years of relentless war, deep mistrust, and catastrophic humanitarian suffering, Sudan's path to peace remains uncertain and desperately fragile.
Today, the UN Security Council met to discuss the crisis in el-Fasher, which is on the precipice of a large-scale massacre. This is not conjecture. This is the grim reality facing millions of people in el-Fasher in North Darfur. There are already credible reports that the RSF and its allied militias have razed multiple villages west of el-Fasher. And as we speak, the RSF is planning an imminent attack on el-Fasher. As I've said before, history is repeating itself in Darfur in the worst possible way.
I am extremely concerned about allegations of widespread international crimes being committed in el-Fasher and its surrounding areas as I speak. The evidence my office has collected to date seems to show credible, repeated, expanding, continuous allegations of attacks against the civilian population, in particular, attacks directed against camps for internally displaced persons. It seems to show the widespread, prevalent use of rape and other forms of sexual violence.
لازم نعود أهلنا في الفاشر ونقف مع أهلنا في الفاشر ونرجع أهل الفاشر عشان الفاشر ترجع لسيرتها الأولى. في تجاوزات حصلت في الفاشر، فنحن من هنا بنعلن تشكيل لجنة التحقيق، ومش نعلن إعلان كلام، لا، احنا الآن لجان وصلت الفاشر. لجنة التحقيق تبدأ فورا في تحقيق ومحاسبة أي جندي أو أي ضابط ارتكب جرم أو تجاوز حدوده في حق أي إنسان، في حق أي إنسان، ده فورا يتم القبض والإعلان، إعلان النتيجة فورا، وعلنا أمام الجميع.